Leicester playing with 14. They've sacrificed Chris Ashton.
About another 40 seconds gone since the substitution was made there.
Will Porter, finally people around us in the Lansdowne stand say. Randrandra. Ooh, and on the stretch was Genge and Heenan. Batley. Lam hasn't made many replacements, largely sticking with those who've been on the pitch from the start, including O'Connor and Piatau. And Bailey, he's stopped just outside the 22. Leicester's 14-man defence. George Martin was the first out of it. Bristol have another little look, and Ibitoye. Luatua. Batley, oh, that's gone loose. But Genge got there first, and he will fancy running it in all on his own, and he's splattered Potter, and this is Thacker, and this is Ibitoye, and this is the chance, he's gotta go, and he goes and scores.
What a finish! Absolutely outstanding. I think Ibitoye's been really good all game. He's looked the liveliest attacker for Bristol, carrying from deep. What a carry from that man. You said it. How Potter's jumped back to his feet after this, I don't know. That is sensational. Gets his head on the wrong side. He's hurt himself, Genge, but when you need a spark from a big player, Ellis Genge more often than not can pick one up, and then Harry Thacker's timing the pass perfect. Ibitoye nearly loses his way following AJ Macginty through that channel, but thankfully for him, no Leicester players taken out, and that's a really good finish.
Genge has gone off. Jake Woolmore has come on. AJ Macginty to drawers level. Bristol 26, Leicester 26. Crackers.
Incredible stuff. He took some pain for that carry, but the biggest thing, as Benny said, not after the bump, he then kept the ball alive, which meant the move was still alive, exploited the space down the short side. And Ibitoye, who's been busy, he's got off his wing, he's offered himself. Good reward for a really industrious night's work, and the kickoff's not gone 10 now. All the momentum with Bristol going into this last 3 minutes.
Error on error.
And we just spoke about Leicester's control. If you're Freddie Burns and you're the team, why are you not kicking that longer to take some pressure off you, to give you some breath?
Well, the run from Genge, and then from Thacker, and then from Ibitoye, shoving Macginty out of the way.
He's trying to go under the post, make the kick easier for him. Now, defending a centre field scrum is hard enough. You know, we saw that on Friday night with the Harlequins and Bath game. But when you've got a man down, so much space to cover.
Well, Bristol have got their two ace cards, Charles Piatau and Semi Randrandra, and Ibitoye, all banked away to the left-hand side. Van Portfleet is covering that side, you can see him. It's another scrum.
Liebenberg can't believe that wasn't given.
No movement this side.
Clear roll underneath on the right-hand side, opposite side from the referee, to be fair. Bristol get the benefit of the doubt, they'll get another go at it. They might not want to leave the ball in quite as long this time. Might see it in and out a little bit quicker.
Haven't mentioned it, by the way, but just for the record, just for the accounts, a bonus point try for Bristol. So at the moment they're banking 3 points from this contest, Leicester 2. So there they are. A threat, a threat, a threat.
Bind.
90 seconds to go.
Potter and Porter will hope Van Poortvliet can get off this pretty quickly. Free kick. Going to take the scrum again to keep those bodies in the Leicester scrum.
Scrum again.
Which will then mean, ideally, Piatow needs to be nice and flat on the ball to negate the width. Van Poortvliet needs to get to first defender to negate that overlap. If he doesn't, you give those three Bristol players one-on-one attacking opportunities, which they're lethal at.
Problem is, when they nearly got the scrum, Leicester, Whitcomb really went for Tiak. But if he does that too much, he takes his back row away, and if Bristol still get it out, Leicester's back row can't go and support on the inside of Van Poortvliet.
And they go the way of the threats, of course they do. Randrandra, fed by Piatow. Van Poortvliet had a tentative little fish over the top. 30 seconds to go. Bristol going for glory.
One offside. Vantage.
Oh, it's a Bristol penalty. Leicester offside. It'll be a hefty one from Macginty. But they have this in the bank.
Still playing this.
Taken on by Randrandra. We're going to have the most spectacular of finishes here either way.
Understood. That's a good picture. Offside.
Back we come.
Where? Here.
And the final act of the Gallagher Premiership before we all take a fortnight's break for Europe will be this dramatic
It's Whitcomb, isn't it? Just
penalty.
starts to step and doesn't go back. Not really involved, but just slightly lazy on that retreat, and it gives this opportunity.
It's the AR's call, and he said the 10-metre line. Back you go, please. Thank you. Sorry.
If this goes over, I'm not going to be saying much for a while because it's going to be pandemonium. AJ Macginty for the win and for the weekend. It's not the win, it's a draw. And in the end, that feels about right. Both sides have contributed magnificently to this contest, and as much as we all love Europe, as much as we all love the Champions Cup, we all love the Challenge Cup, we're going to miss the Premiership over the next fortnight. Come back soon. Final score at Ashton Gate. Bristol 26, Leicester 26.
Well, it's a really good comeback from Bristol. They did all the work but couldn't quite get that final penalty at the end, but what a comeback. And looking of the various candidates for player of the match, I thought Dan Kelly on his return was fantastic for Leicester. Visa as well was really, really good. It's just great to see Semi Randrandra back, but for me, the guy that was the most potent threat, and I thought he was a great signing for Bristol, and he could well prove to be that with performances like tonight, is Gabriel Ibitoye. He's our Gallagher Premiership man of the match.